guys going over 100 yards.
It's awesome. It's awesome to be able to, because in practice you line up and say you're on the 50-yard line, you put the ball, you run the play, you go back to the 50-yard line. Where in the game is, you're moving. You can actually see the progression, and you can see, marching down the field, and then eventually, you put points on the board, and those points don't come off. So, it's fun. Yeah.
Connor and Bennett are pretty different style runners, or a lot of similarities.
Yeah, I think they're both strong guys. I think they're both fast too. Isaac. I think Isaac played an awesome game. He had some. I was messing with him there. He had one of those cuts and one of those runs that I haven't seen in a while from him. But James is a tough kid. He's a strong kid. So I think they're both big, strong, fast runners.
Artie, how's your group coming together? I mean, we talk about all these offensive players, skill players here, but the offensive line as a group, I mean, as I recall, I don't think you guys, at least to my eyes, didn't have any mistakes. How is it coming?
Yeah, no, we played well. We played well, and that's the whole point. I mean, if you can get guys like Isaac and James to, make those big plays, and then, you got Tyler making, the huge plays, those wow plays, and that's our goal, is to be able to put those guys in a position to be able to make those plays. So, we celebrated, and I think this was the first time since 05 or 06 we had 2 100-yard rushers. I mean, we're proud of that, because guys run the ball a lot, run the ball hard. That means that we're putting them up on the safety. So, and that's our job. So.
But I mean, as you guys, as a group, are you guys where you want to be already, or do you feel?
No, you're never where you want to be. A lot of improvement. Like I said, we're 500 right now. We're 101. So. We got to improve ourselves, and definitely have to prove ourselves on the road. New conference, we have to be able to, prove ourselves on the road still.
What was the biggest thing that improved in week 2 from week 1?
Like I said, I think we played fast against Florida State. I think our tempo was right. I just think our landmarks, we were more on with our landmarks and how we covered guys up, and that it was definitely Florida State. Up front wise, their D-line was they were better than New Mexico, so I think we were able to block them pretty well.
I think Adam was saying recently, kind of joking, but they never really know who's running the ball at any given time because they're so keyed in. Safe to say both running backs made themselves pretty noticeable on Saturday.
Absolutely. It doesn't really matter who's running the ball. We're going to block it the same style because the offense is put in a certain way. Now the coaches will decide on who's best for what, which play, but like I said, I mean, I think both backs are very similar. So the offense is pretty much wide open, especially the run game with both backs.
I want to ask a similar situation about Tyler Boyd. When he's doing some of the stuff that he does, can you guys up front ever appreciate that in real time, or do you have to wait until you see it on video?
No. Some of those plays, I remember the second play of the drive, or second drive of the game, he had that big catch downfield towards the scoreboard, and I mean, me and Biz are running down the field. We're like, how did he catch that? and then I came back after the touchdown, the one that was on top 10, and I said to Coach Hugh, I said, is his foot? And he said, I don't know, but that was an awesome play. So yeah, no, but and then we always get to we'll rewind it when we're watching the tape. And it's always fun to watch those guys make plays.
Like on the jet sweep, I guess you're on the interior, but is it a blur that goes by at some point, or you notice out of the corner of your eye, or anything?
I mean, you're worrying about your job, and then eventually, he's been pretty well in that sweep now, and but yeah, I mean, eventually, once you get your guy blocked to a certain point, and if the whistle's not blown yet, that Tyler's down the field making plays.
Artie, Pitt used a lot of freshmen this year. And a lot of people say it's tough to transition right away right after high school. What makes it so difficult, to be able to play as a freshman?
I think obviously the on-field stuff and the physical. I think what's most impressive about Dorian playing right now is that his physical ability. He's one of the strongest guys on the team as a true freshman, and that has its toll on you in the practice. Our practices are so much harder than high school practices, and but really what wears on you is the mental stress going along with school. And I wake up, I got this class, go here, go there. Well, Dorian might not know where every building is on campus yet, just because he's young. So if you have to worry about that, and you have to put a lot of energy into that type of stuff, and not necessarily just focusing on football, it can be taxing.
So, but a guy who's successful, as a freshman, like Connor and Boyd has to be almost unbelievable.
Oh, it's so cool to watch. Yeah, it's cool to watch those guys play.
What was your situation as a freshman? Did you feel like you could have played, or did you feel like
No, I
been
think
overwhelmed?
I think it was the right decision that the coaches made. Redshirting, obviously, at this point, I'm very happy that I have, my 5th year. But I don't know. I mean, the coaches made the decision and I stuck with it. That redshirt year is a huge year in the weight room and on film. So it's good to have that. You want a redshirt, obviously, but if you contribute as a true freshman, then that works. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
nice to
absolutely.
get a little break and not have to worry about playing all the time.
Absolutely, yeah. And plus, it gives you that extra year academically to do some more, open some more doors.
Obviously, I mean, you're excited about the success now, but you take a look around at other guys that are sophomores and freshmen. That's going to be your team for the next 3 years. I mean, how exciting is that? Seeing how you guys are contributing.
It is. We return 4 guys up front next year, and then obviously, I mean, this is one of the first years in a while we've had depth up front too, and that's exciting. I mean, we'll lose Corey, and he's a big part of our room, but I think that it's going to be exciting, to go in. But we're focused on this year, and we have a lot of football left to play.
Good stuff.